So we are live
on location.
live on the tube. And Shawn, this might be your last episode because you were moving back home to Regina like
Yes,
a bastard.
indeed. That's what they say. Bastards all move back to Saskatchewan.
It's the bastard. Saskatchewan's the bastard province. Everybody knows this.
That's why it's so flat.
And that's why there's so many flat earthers in Saskatchewan.
I can neither confirm or deny that because I don't know how many flat earthers exist. Well, dumb.
And they're all in Saskatchewan. That's just because you've seen the evidence that the earth is flat.
Obviously. And the government's hiding it for reasons, but no one knows the reasons.
Except for the flat earthers that will not divulge the reasons. But so I initially wanted to do a live stream at some point to raise money for the Danforth shootings. That didn't quite happen because I got blindsided by the news that you were moving to Saskatchewan. I found out from a posting at work about a week after everybody else knew. So thanks for blindsiding me with that, Shawn.
Welcome.
So in the almost 10 months that we've been doing drunk discussions now, do you have any special or favorite memories?
Oh, God. Obviously, the many Titanic episodes we've done. Both the ones that have aired and the ones that are on the cutting room floor. I mean specifically the ones on the cutting room floor.
There's about 3 or 4 of those.
Those have my best jokes. You'll never know.
Plus your birthday episode that was cut out.
Oh, God. See, but that was for the best. Shawn gets to be a garbled mess at some point.
Shawn is a garbled mess all the time.
But especially a garbled mess.
Yes. I'm going to give you a few minutes to talk to the audience while I tweet out the live stream link.
Yeah. All right, audience. It's been a good run. I've had fun. I've hoped you've had fun.
No one's had fun with you.
No one's had fun with me. I don't even have fun with me. I don't even know why I said that.
I don't know why either. But continue.
Thank you for all the good times listening to My Dumb Face and Ocho.
For believing that this was a visual podcast from the beginning.
They never believed in the visual podcast, so that is not my favorite memory. That's right. But my true favorite memory from this podcast is this lovely gentleman bringing us some lovely drinks.
I didn't tell you could touch my laptop, you bastard.
I'm touching it.
Andrew can touch it all he wants.
How is all this on here?
You should know. You were the one that was on it last night. Andrew, do you have any words for the fine listeners on what may be the last edition of Drunk Discussions?
I think that the spirit of this podcast... Hey, I need to be on here.
Yes, you can touch it. I can't touch it,
the spirit of this podcast actually just comes from Bud Light Lime. Cool, refreshing. Enjoy it on the beach in front of this nice microphone. Wait, what? Sorry, what was the question? Bud Light Lime. What was the question?
I believe the question is, why did Bud Light Lime never sponsor this fantastic podcast?
I think that now that Shawn's going to be gone, Bud Light Lime's going to contact you.
I think I've been holding us back this whole time.
Finally, that asshole's gone. Well, we're going to give you so much money now.
Now we can deal with the real star of the show.
You should bring that Andrew guy on there.
He can knock back those Bud Light Limes like nobody's business.
He's a champ.
I'm gonna do my actual job.
You don't work.
I don't have an actual job. Going nowhere.
That's all of us going nowhere fast. So I am just getting the link here and tweeting it out so people can actually join in on the live stream.
Whoa.
So Shawn, you can keep talking if you want.
Oh God.
Memories of drunk discussions. What's your favorite episode that you never listen to because you don't listen to the episodes?
Obviously, Titanic 2, Electric Boogaloo.
The Podception with the BAYK. And even though this may be the last episode,
Warm and Fuzzy Podcast.
I am still holding the listening audience to our promise that if you get that episode to 80 downloads,
82.
I will get Shawn and the BAYK podcast on a ship on the North Atlantic to do a live podcast from the sea. Well, from the ocean.
82. I haggled. 82.
I believe the deal was 82 or 80 and people buying 5 shirts.
Okay, yeah. That is the deal. You've heard it here significantly after first, but 80 downloads, 5 shirts, or just 82 downloads. You got this. I believe in you all.
And I will hunt Shawn down in Saskatchewan because it's a flat province.
I mean,
there's not a lot of places that you can hide.
You literally just look across the province. It's super easy.
You can look through the province.
Yeah.
Look past the province because that's what the federal government has done for years.
I mean, yeah. But
I'm gonna move my beer because I have a feeling that you're gonna remember or you're gonna forget which one's which, and you're gonna start thinking.
I've moved my beer far too far away from myself. So yeah, that's probably a smart idea. That was great. Other amazing memories having Vankman and Destiny appear on the show. Thank you to Vankman and Destiny and all our other guests. Ryan,
April, Andrew, Ryan,
Jordan.
Yeah, oh man, we've had some good times. We have had some good times.
Yeah. All the people from my birthday special I actively forget all their names.
It's okay. I haven't seen them since, and that episode will never air. This Bud Light Lime is warm as fuck. And it is not going down smooth. I mean, it's Bud Light Lime, so it doesn't go down smooth anyways.
Hashtag sponsor us, Bud.
Hashtag sponsor us, Vistaprint.
Hashtag sponsor us, Sleep Country. Hashtag sponsor us, RNK all day. Hashtag sponsor us, PBS. Hashtag sponsor us, Pringles.
Hashtag Shawn on top. That was really strong.
Oh, God. Oh. Ooh.
So, Shawn, do you have any questions regarding the show?
What do you mean?
Just any questions in general regarding the show that you may never have asked or and always wondered about.
Oh God, that's a good question.
Because right now we only have one viewer. So, viewer, if you have questions too, you can feel free to ask.
I'm gonna type all my questions in the chat.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
No.
That's like way too difficult.
I mean, plus it's just redundant when you can just ask them out loud because you're right here beside me.
Well,
Andrew is standing in front of a fan asking us to smell him.
Yep. Which, to be fair, he smells
Oh,
great.
we lost our viewer. Thanks, Shawn.
You're welcome. I stared directly at them and they didn't like that. You stare into the live stream. The live stream stares into you.
It steals your soul. So our viewer is Stephanie. Hi, Steph, aka Destiny. Thank you for being a part of the show. Maybe you'll be back on the show. Maybe you'll be Shawn's permanent replacement.
To be fair, she'll probably do a better job.
I mean, I wouldn't really have to change the name of the show that much. It would still be an S name.
Yeah.
Unless I go with Destiny, but Drunk Discussions with Destiny and Ocho. Actually, that doesn't sound too bad now that I'm hearing it out loud.
There's also an S in Destiny.
But so I'm going to answer a question that I've never been asked. And that was the origins of Drunk Discussions. So for people that have wondered about the origins of Drunk Discussions, basically, this is how my concept for drunk discussions came about. I really enjoyed Boy Meets World, and I just wanted an excuse to review Boy Meets World, but I'm also too lazy to just watch a show and then write out points and like actually do research and then go back to it later and talk about the talking points that I've written down. Plus, I never really know what talking points to write down anyways, what people will find interesting. So I just decided to do a podcast where I would watch Boy Meets World and comment on it while I watched it. And then we were coming to the bar and drinking on a fairly regular basis anyways. So I figured it would be interesting if we just watched from the bar one night and talked about it. And then that just turned into us reviewing a bunch of random things, because shortly after we started the podcast, an actual Boy Meets World podcast started up, Boar Meets World, and you should really check them out if you haven't already done so. And they actually watch the show and review it sort of in a professional manner, whereas we would just watch it live and comment on what we saw. So basically, that was the whole premise of the show, is that I wanted to do a review show, but I was just too lazy to do the footnotes and research and shit. So I figured it would be fun to comment on something live as I watched it. So that is the origins of how I decided to start Drunk Discussions.
And it has been
a really strong adventure ever since then.
Oh, God.
Oh.
Do people ever ask where the origin of really strong came from?
No.
No
one ever asks us any questions because they don't care about us.
To be fair.
Michael Jackson wrote a song about it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that one.
But
Billie Jean, right?
Actually, Smooth Criminal.
Shit. I always get those two mixed up.
It's a common mistake. But
Michael Jackson brought back our listener, viewer.
Welcome back, viewer.
You're probably Michael Jackson.
Hi, Michael Jackson. So, Steph says actually it's Black or White is about us, and that is so true in more ways than people know. But where did the origin of Really Strong come from?
So before Drunk Discussions ever came into being, you use your many talents for a wrestling podcast.
I do. And my many talents, he means like my one talent to know how to set up a recording thing.
I mean, you can talk into a microphone. That's a second talent. I can't even get that straight most of the time.
I mean, you can't even talk most of the time, let alone into a microphone.
As we have said earlier, garbled mess. Yeah. So you review like the indie shows in the city. You review the
shout out to Greektown Smash and Superkick.
Yeah. The big pay-per-view stuff. You do the big events. Where is that podcast right now?
I mean, I haven't recorded an episode on the wrestling podcast in about a month and a half, mostly because I was super behind on my wrestling. But I'm pretty much all caught up now, except for the New Japan stuff. But you can find that on Twitter at Ocho Wrestling, or you can find it on Stitcher, Spotify, Podbean, iTunes under Ocho Wrestling, or you might still find it under Ocho and Ortiz Wrestling Podcast. So try either of those. But yeah, I do a wrestling podcast. I'm gonna try to start getting into it. I might actually have an interview coming up soon. I'm working on one. A wrestler in the States reached out to me for an interview. I'm just trying to coordinate schedules for it. But yes, I was doing a wrestling podcast before this one.
That is a fact. And you had a guest one time. That time was me.
I mean, you've been a guest on the wrestling show, I think, maybe 3 times.
Something around there.
and I took you to your first wrestling show.
Indeed.
How was that, Shawn? What was your experience with
Well, my experience obviously was that it was really strong. The wrestlers are really strong. The whole venue was really strong. The only adjective I can use to describe anything is really strong, and that's quad drinking, which is really strong. Quintuple drinks. I'm gonna die.
You are so far behind, and it's not really strong. Oh God damn it! that's horrible on a regular basis, but when it's lukewarm, it's even worse. Holy hell! Oh my God!
All I can say, better in the bottle than it is in a can.
Oh, definitely. Oh God, that can shit was god awful. So Shawn, in the spirit of drunk discussions, let's review some random shit.
Woo!
Do you want to do some random commercials, which has been become a staple for us?
Well, I mean, it was one of the first things we ever did.
Do you want to do Boy Meets World? Do you want to do some R&K all day? 2 more Bud Light Limes, please, Andrew, good sir.
We have gotten to the point where we actually don't have to say words to Andrew, and he will give us terrible beer.
Oh, Steph is going to bed, so we're losing our one viewer permanently for the evening. Thank you for watching, Steph. You have yourself a good night.
You're the best.
Yeah, I mean, you're better than Shawn.
I mean, that's not hard. So
it really isn't. It really isn't. Oh, by the way, I got this Drunk Discussions hat custom made. Before I found out Shawn was fucking leaving, and then the day I found out, I got the call saying that my hat had arrived. So thank you for making me spend $80 on a hat, Shawn. Well, you didn't make me do it, but I still like the hat. It turned out really well. So shout out to Lids for producing some really strong headwear.
You beat me to it. I was going to say that.
Oh, I could see you were trying for the really strong, so I'm like, I have to say it before him because that's a really strong move.
Christ. Welcome to the final episode where Shawn finally dies on stream.
If you're gonna abandon the show, this is how I'm making you go out. But also that means you won't have to get onto the boat if you die.
I mean, you can still drag me along.
Oh, I'm still going to. Yeah, you just won't be a part of the podcast.
I mean,
unless BAYK and I do a visual podcast.
Just live stream it on the boat.
Live stream us throwing Shawn's lifeless body into the Atlantic Ocean. One more added to the Titanic.
God damn it. The Titanic takes one more soul.
Damn you, iceberg.
Curse you, James Cameron.
Oh, so you know what? I feel like we have some quite a bit of time tonight because the bar is still pretty packed from Taste of the Danforth.
We got people.
Shout out to the Danforth. Hashtag Danforth Strong. Let's.
I think we should start with some commercials.
I think we should start with some retro commercials. So you guys are about to have fun watching us watch retro commercials. Oh, fuck.
The drunk discussion experience.
But my computer wants to run an update before it'll open a new window. But you're still seeing us, so I mean, we'll take the good with the bad, I suppose.
I mean, they've already taken the good with the bad. That's.
I mean, they've mostly taken the bad. There's not a whole lot of good that's come. '80s commercials vault is that we usually do. So. Ooh, do you want to do this Star Trek one?
Yeah, I was going to say. Star Trek looks really strong.
So this is going to be 80s commercials, 80s commercial vault, 80s commercials volume 615, uploaded 4 days ago. It's 16 minutes long, just about.
Pizza Hut, pizza to go. It's a made-in-the-pan extravaganza.
We're starting off with a really strong Pizza Hut commercial.
Pizza dripping pure mozzarella cheese and loaded with all your favorite toppings.
It's not even stuffed crust.
Stuffed crust wasn't a thing at this point. Holy shit, that's an old phone. And these uniforms, Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's all in the 80s. So
Am I in old London town with those uniforms? Like,
Yes.
that guy looked like he should be sweeping my chimney.
Wow. Are you
Hitler's children tomorrow at the movies. I probably shouldn't be on that in the bar, but I mean that's what was on my screen.
now you can save up to 61% on furniture.
Up to save $300 on a dining room set with furniture that's clearly from the 70s. A $48 umbrella included in this patio set.
Go to Corey.
Corey Dinettes.
Exclusively
P&G Cycle
Dinettes.
Products on Woodbury and Royal Oak has everything for the motorcycle enthusiast. Largest in the area with the best selection, lowest price, and friendly service. Hundreds of name brand
I don't
parts
think
in
anyone's
stock at
watching
price
us watch commercials.
Huge selection
I
of the latest
don't think so
accessories from
either.
top
Message us on Twitter if you're watching us watch
manufacturers.
commercials at Drunk D Podcast.
Prove us wrong.
I know the Geekdom fan cast has retweeted that we're. Oh no, they only liked that we're live on YouTube.
Kirker 4-in-1 exhaust system.
But I don't think they're
119
watching.
black,
That's
159
okay.
chrome.
Also, fuck you, Shawn. You made us lose Bob as our patron.
Where no man has gone before.
I'm sorry,
Star
Bob.
Trek, Saturday afternoon at 5 on TV 50.
I have failed you, Bob.
Shawn has once again failed us all.
You shall be punished. We come in peace.
Shatner does come in peace.
We'll defend ourselves if necessary.
But he'll defend himself if necessary. Oh, I remember this episode.
Saturday afternoon at 5 on TV 50.
Oh,
Right.
Star Trek, Saturday afternoon.
The bases are loaded at Burger King.
Aw, shit. Ernie Harwell.
Each one
Detroit Tigers glass is now at Burger King.
Get a glass free
This
when you
is
buy
very
delicious
much a
bacon
Detroit
double cheeseburger,
station.
large size
I
fries,
don't know. I
and
clearly think this
or
is in
buy a
Cincinnati.
Coke, and the glass is yours for a special price.
I mean,
At
Bengals,
participating
yeah.
restaurants until September 3rd. Get your Detroit glass at Burger King until September 3rd.
Yell at your Burger King person if you don't get your glass in 1983.
The Highland Appliance.
Yell at them. And then film it because that's what people do these days.
I mean, yeah.
Because during Highland's 2-day sale, there will be thousands
Oh,
of
Two-day
shit.
sale.
Highlands has a 2-day sale.
Hurry
Now,
now.
this RCA 13-inch color TV for just $236.
Damn.
Save $63.
RCA 13-inch digital color TV. Well, not digital. But color TV for, what was that, $289?
236.
$236. Jesus, that's better than $289.
Yeah, it is.
Has a Wrangler deal for the whole
Get your Wrangler
and we're stocking
jeans.
our shelves. Here's the deal.
The deal.
Through September 11th, when you buy a pair of
Oh my
Wrangler
God.
shorts at Hudson's Rainbow Store, you can get a $2 refund
Wrangler
certificate
jeans did
from the Wrangler
9/11.
brand. Buy a Wrangler shirt
I
too
missed.
and get a
I actually
$5
missed that.
refund.
How did they do
Buy a pair of
9/11?
shorts,
They
a
said the
shirt,
deal
and a pair of
starts
Wrangler denim,
on
and get a $10
September
refund.
11th.
What a deal. The Wrangler
Ooh.
refund. But Wrangler does sell
1983.
fast, so get yours at
1982?
Hudson's Rainbow
I think it
Store
said
today
1982.
and get paid.
The POW see nothing but gloom and doom.
Oh, it's the Benny Hill Show.
As head honcho on Hogan's Heroes. Tomorrow night at 7:30
They're talking about
right
Hogan's
here on
Heroes,
TV
but
50.
they're showing a card for
Stay
the Benny
tuned
Hill
now
Show.
as The Three Stooges hold that line.
Ah, shit.
On
Three
Comedy
Stooges coming up
Classics.
next.
This is Field Communications in Detroit.
Field communications.
Field communications or failed communications?
That's no secret. But now Coleman Rent-A-Own has the Fisher
Yes.
video cassette recorder with 6-hour capability, automatic timer, and remote control, which
Oh,
allows you to
oh,
scan
pardon me.
forward or
Sorry,
backward,
live listeners.
freeze frame, and frame-by-frame
All
advance.
of you.
But not
Coleman Rent-A-Own
not
with
the
no
audio
down payments,
listeners.
no
For that, I don't
deposits, no credit
apologize.
checks. The Fisher video
Audio
cassette
listeners,
recorder.
you should have
Coleman
known this by
Rent-A-Own
now.
has one
Yeah, the
waiting
audio
for you.
listeners really know what they're in for at this point in the podcast.
It is a really strong commitment to not apologizing to them.
I mean, we've been around for 10 months. That's a really strong amount of time for them to pick up on how things work.
On TV 50.
Lights are dimmed. The crowd is gone. It's
After Hours.
with Rick Springfield.
Holy shit, Rick Springfield.
Davis
Yeah.
and Air Supply.
And Air Supply. Oh my God.
Charlene
Detroit in the 80s was rocking.
with Barry Manilow.
Motown, man.
Ah, they cut out Barry Manilow.
Clint Eastwood.
Oh, they cut out Barry Manilow. The 80s hated Barry Manilow.
So it's not surprising
Confirmed.
that Lee produced a new type of clothing.
Lee
And from
jeans.
1889
Not
This-
Wranglers.
This isn't Clint Eastwood. This is like a poor man's Clint
No,
Eastwood.
that's super not Clint Eastwood. I apologize.
It's so poor. It's Flint Eastwood because of Flint, Michigan being so poor.
They still don't have clean drinking water. Yay!
89 cents each at all 9 Murray Discount Auto Stores.
But it's okay.
They never will.
No, they won't. Because
Don't miss that
no one
Save a bunch
cares.
of POWs, Hogan's Heroes, Saturday night at 7. Then Leonard Nimoy goes in search of Saturday night at
Oh my
7
God.
on WKBD
In Search of Titanic.
Detroit.
With Leonard Nimoy.
I have that entire series on DVD.
This Friday and Saturday, every Highland Appliance
I've
store
seen
will
that
have
episode.
prices.
This was before the
Highland
Titanic was
Appliance
actually
sales
found and
thousands of
located.
bargains on everything in the store. Like
This was also when
165
Leonard Nimoy was
just
rocking a
for
pedo
just
stash.
$199.
Wow.
Save $60.
Oh, I have to show you the picture
I
of
have
this.
never seen the pedo stash
Oh,
on
God.
Leonard Nimoy.
Oh, man, it's a major pedo stash.
No, that's highly illogical.
Bassett Furniture has chosen Gardner White as the only store in southeastern Michigan to offer the spectacular nationwide Bassett Bargain Days USA sale. Now through Monday only, Gardner White Furniture will offer every item in its stores at historic reduction.
You can buy
Bassett will
furniture
guarantee
at Gardner
savings
White.
of up to 70% off on every
So I'm just
during
looking up
Gardner White's
the. I'm
Bassett
just
Bargain
looking up.
Days USA sale. Now through Monday only.
Yep, I'm
only
trying
Gardner White
to.
Furniture.
Oh my God.
Detroit, and now on
In
Telegraph
search
Road,
of a
south
predator.
594 in Taylor.
Right there.
P&P Cycle Products
We found
are
him.
prepared to
We found him.
for the motorcycle
I don't know if this is
enthusiast.
going to pick up
With the best selection,
on
lowest price, and friendly service.
the.
I think they can make out.
There
Oh,
we go.
oh, they can see the mustache. Oh,
That's Leonard Nimoy with a pedo mustache from In Search of.
All at P&P
how,
Cycle
how
Products of Royal Oak,
disappointing.
2924
How
Woodward, also in
unfortunate.
Walled Lake and Dearborn.
It's a period in Leonard Nimoy's life that we all want to forget. It was not a really strong period.
The Merry
Sweet
POWs
Jesus.
plot to blast a bridge near Stalag 13 on Hogan's Heroes tomorrow night at 7:30.
Hogan's Heroes tomorrow night at 7:30 on WKBD Detroit.
Channel 50.
What the fuck? Did a kid just get thrown from a roof?
Yep.
What is this?
It's the soldier.
He's fighting a ninja. Is this a movie? Or a made-for-TV movie? Or what the fuck's going on?
Yes. That's so badass. It's rated R.
I have to find this movie.
What? Welcome to the Soldier Podcast, where we review that one movie.
Mac and Me.
And right now, say 25
Mac and Me doesn't exist, just that one scene.
Mac and Me super exists.
Nope, just that one scene.
Nope.
One clip.
There's a full movie of it that exists.
Don't believe you.
You don't have to. I found it. It's on Blu-ray on Amazon
my
for $14.98.
Oh no.
Premium beer at a beer drinker's.
I might have to buy this for $15. It looks so horrendously bad.
It does.
The newest in studio standard
Fisher
audio
Audio.
component systems by Fisher. State-of-the-art
Oh,
circuitry
man.
and styling by Fisher. Complete
I might have to
64
do a
separate
drunk
components.
discussions without
Tape
Shawn where I
systems with
watch and
golden
review
noise
The
reduction.
Soldier.
Do it.
And the convenience of
The
Coleman
Soldier
Rent-to-Own.
will
There are no down
be the
payments,
perfect
no credit checks, and no deposits. Check out the
co-host.
dynamic duo, Fisher
What
Audio
am
and
I
Coleman
even?
Rent-to-Own.
Coleman Rent
I think I'm.
You are useless.
I mean, yeah. I think I'm actually just like a collective hallucination. I don't actually exist.
I thought you were gonna say you're like a collective like the board.
No.
RNs.
That would mean like I'm
The
working
demands
to
of
like
your
some
career are
greater
tremendous.
goal or
Concerns for
something.
your patients,
The
concerns
board
for
was all
improved
working
healthcare,
on like
concerns for
making
the development
life
of your own
better.
career are with you on and off the job.
Were they?
University of
Yeah.
Michigan Hospital shares the
I mean,
concerns of
Their
professionals.
definition of better was not my
Special
definition of
careers
better,
and
but
focus. We'll focus in on these
they were
critical issues
working
and offer
on
practical
assimilating
solutions.
everybody.
Join
Yeah.
us
I don't
Thursday,
know if
August
that's
26th
necessarily
from
making
12:30
everything
to 4
better.
p.m.
that's their definition of better.
Is it? 'Cause they never really said that they were making things better. That just that
Why
they-
else would you assimilate everyone?
because you can.
Foster Parents Plan translates
That's
your
silly.
love into food.
I don't want to be responsible
You're
for
silly.
everybody. Yes, I am.
No one's saying you have to be responsible.
Yeah, I
You
know.
would just be part of the collective.
I'm just saying that, like, when people don't want to be responsible for other people, that's the board.
I mean,
has
when
to
you're
be
turned
doing it
into
for
a
reason.
cyborg, it really doesn't matter. Oh shit, Destination Tokyo.
My movie tomorrow at 1.
I thought your movie was Hitler's Children.
Tuesday night on the
No, that was the other guy's movie.
You like your new
I thought it was the same guy.
I actually have no idea.
Does it have high ceilings, or will I have to sit with my head?
It's a Bob Hope movie with the lame jokes. It takes I'll take Sweden Tuesday night. WKBD Detroit.
Channel 50.
Poor Varataka, who just said his mother's a goat.
I'll take Sweden. The Tuesday night 8 o'clock movie on TV 50. Now more movie, fewer interruptions.
Canon releasing, rated R.
The last version. It's a movie about Shawn.
And so was business at the new Parry Drugs. And it still is at Parry's 25th anniversary sale, where you'll find all
25th anniversary of Parry.
shampoo and conditioner, 2 for the price of
This
one, just
25th anniversary
$1.79.
sale is really
Boston
strong.
Collagen Skin Firming Cream for $4.49 and mint julep mask for $2.49. And during Parry Drugs' 25th anniversary sale, you can win a 1983 Ford LTD. Parry,
Shit,
a lot of good things,
1943
but
Ford
always
LTD.
That's a really strong car.
To tell you about in television.
It's really not, but that's a really strong attempt to make a string.
$50 rebate. I don't think you should buy it in television because of a rebate. I think you should buy one because it's a marvelous system. A rebate commercial? I won't do it.
He won't do a rebate commercial, but Kmart will.
Sure was.
That graphic was really bad.
It was not a really strong fire thing.
It wasn't, but I'm also out of my drink, so
I see a little bit of like water in that thing. That's right.
Are you satisfied now?
Yeah.
You're the worst. Friday on the 8 o'clock movie. Some woman.
The Underground Man.
The Underground Man.
And Peter Graves tries
With
to bring
Peter
them
Gray.
back.
Peter Graves looked 90 in this. That man's been like
Jack Klugman co-stars in the
a senior citizen for 40 years of his life.
Now more
Oh
movie,
God.
fewer interruptions.
There's one problem with this live stream.
The bases are
Oh,
loaded at Burger
and it's
King
that
with 3 Tiger glasses.
Tigers.
Each one with 2 different colorful
I
envelopes.
have to go.
Get a glass free when you buy a delicious.
Everyone will see that I have a little baby bladder.
I mean, people already know if they've been listening to the show long
Yeah,
enough.
but now they can see it.
I mean, they'll already know from having watched it.
Yes. But now they can see it live.
Get one free only at
But they already know. Plus, no one's watching us live.
Galen Village
That's
is
what
the
you think.
ideal community.
That's what I know. Steph went to bed.
Something has gone wrong.
Do you want me to pause this until you come back? I mean, fuck it. There's only like,
It's like 2 minutes.
it's
all
like
good.
2 minutes. Yeah, it's. I mean, it's almost like you should hold it. Go, go.
Fair enough. I'm gonna hold it for the rest of this video.
The Incubus. an omen
I've been called out, therefore I have to
rated
do it.
R.
The Incubus, also rated R. A lot of rated R movies.
A lot of shitty rated R movies.
Is back.
Yes.
Highland's electronic thing. And
Holy shit, that guy was dead, but he got hit by a bolt of light.
Highland's electronic thing.
Everyone's a
is
zombie.
back at the East Light Guard Armory. Admission free, attendance mandatory, and starting August 27th, it has plans.
It's the electronic thing at Highland.
Ooh.
There are government's most
Is that the
guarded
soldier?
secret.
I don't think it is.
Not on any computer.
Is this the Kill Squad?
The tasks assigned
No, it's not the
are
Kill
not
Squad.
always legal. They don't solve problems.
I think it's the Avengers.
Codename the Soldier. You don't
Oh,
It's
shit,
the soldier.
is
It,
the
was the
soldier.
soldier. Always the soldier. Boom.
I have to watch this just for the scene of him skiing off a mountaintop and shooting a ski lift.
Is hosting a midsummer sale with savings of 20 to 50% on Barrett's entire
Yeah.
in-stock collection.
He does like a 360 and shoots like a freaking Mac 10 or an Uzi or whatever it is.
He does like a 720.
Yeah. He does enough to like shoot a whole bunch of people.
It's pretty goddamn impressive.
I mean, not for the soldier. He does it all the time.
I mean, it's impressive for common folk like us.
I mean, yeah.
All right, now you can go to the washroom. The commercials are over. You weak bladdered fuck. So I'm going to check and see. Oh, we still have 0 watchers on the live stream. But this is the part of the podcast where Shawn abandons me. And I'm just going to read random tweet information from people we follow on Twitter. And since I already shouted them out for liking our link, let's check out the Geekdom Fancast's Twitter profile. Nobody exists on purpose. Nobody belongs anywhere. Everybody's gonna die. Come listen to our nerd podcast. Then there's a bunch of TV and movie emojis, followed by on whatever podcast app you use. Recording from Los Angeles, California, the Geekdom Fancast can be found on Twitter at Geekdom Fancast. GeekdomFancast. Their latest episode is a bonus episode, which was uploaded on the 31st of July. Bonus episode alert. Here's part 2 of our San Diego Comic-Con 2018 coverage. Greg joins us to talk about the rest of Comic-Con, his faves, all while Derek picks it apart like only true vets could. Check out the episode here or on your favorite podcast app. And then it's got a link to their Libsyn account. So be sure you're checking out the Geekdom Fancast. And Shawn is back.
Now I'm back in frame.
I don't know how you're going to make it
Thanks.
on a trip to Saskatchewan with such a weak bladder.
I mean, I'm just going to cut it out.
I'm not going to ask what you're going to cut out or maybe even cut off.
It's the bladder. If I don't have a bladder, I don't have to worry about it.
Are you planning on doing this surgery yourself?
Hmm? Is there any other kind of surgery?
Back alley surgeries.
Yeah, that's where it's more sterile. I'll do it in a back alley.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you're doing it yourself so it's not sterile.
No, I'm doing it myself in a back alley, so it is sterile.
Andrew's already got it covered with 2 more Bud Light Limes.
Sure does. I think this is good. And that has been Soundbites with Andrew.
Now we're back to Soundbites with Andrew.
Coming soon to your local store. The full CD.
Has King James's message been there the whole time?
Do you want to do one more? One more each? Yeah, let's do one more each for last call. Because it is almost 2 o'clock.
Oh, dang.
And it is still packed in here.
Yeah.
So let's do Sonic. Nope.
What ruined Sega is not, in fact,
it is not a commercial.
It is a video essay on what ruined Sega.
I'm not about a video essay. Or am I? Nope.
26 minutes now.
I'm not about that life.
Check out the channel Saber Sparks if you want to see some sort of video essay about Sega falling apart.
All right, let's do 90s commercial volume 244.
I'm always good for some McDonald's.
Are you?
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe you.
Don't believe me, I'm a liar.
I never believe you.
Holy shit.
Oh shit! I didn't know Subway existed in the. I guess yeah. I was gonna say in the 80s, but yeah, this is the 90s commercials.
Oh God!
Grey Poupon. Oh, that was a thing. That was the thing that people made fun of back in the day.
Grey Poupon mustard.
Rider makes your move easier is by renting trucks with automatic transmission.
Yeah.
We've got an automatic transmission.
Back when automatic transmissions were a big deal.
She's driving her Chevy to the levee, but the levee is dry.
This will be the day that I die. Wait,
Bye, Miss American Pie.
I'm not a good old boy, so I don't have to worry, actually.
That is indeed a fact. Shawn is not a good old boy. Shawn's not even good. The words good and Shawn should never be used together.
I mean, unless they're in a sentence, like Shawn is not good.
Behind the eyes, goes behind the head.
And even at that, you should really use Shawn is horrible.
Yeah. Shawn is beyond horrible.
I'm getting a shit ton of static feedback, and I don't know where it's coming from. Oh, it's going now. The audio for this commercial, this set of commercials is not really strong.
I hate you.
As long as it's a really strong hate.
It makes your dog a mighty dog.
The really strongest of hates.
At your local True Value, finding someone to help you isn't
I hope you hate yourself.
something that just can't be said of those anonymous hardware warehouses.
That'll never go away.
Find them, boys. This month at True Value, a twin pack of Red Devil Lifetime Caulk is just $1.99. And our True Test True Seal waterproofing is just $4.98 a gallon. True Value. Help is just around the corner.
For people watching the live podcast, you can see our stupid faces. You can now get a better understanding. Yeah. By the way, I love you, Andrew.
Thank you.
Can I get a Sprite, please?
Whoa, change things up.
I feel like I need it to. Just to spite you.
I mean, yeah.
You see, we not only want to make accidents easier to avoid.
Why would you do anything that's not spite?
I mean, really, everyone should do everything that's spiteful all the time.
Yep. Spite is life.
If you wanna help this podcast continue and maybe have me move out to Saskatchewan so I can harass Shawn on a regular basis and get him to do the show still, you should go to our PayPal page, paypal.me/drunkdiscussions, and donate.
We'll do it straight out of O'Hanlon's. Shout out to O'Hanlon's.
No, we won't. Fuck you, O'Hanlon's.
Yeah, he's right. He's not right, though.
Fuck you, everybody that works at O'Hanlon's. You're not Andrew. You're not the brass taps. You'll never be good.
I don't know anyone at O'Hanlon's. I just know that it's a pretty popular spot.
So you don't even know if it's actually good. You just know that it's popular because it's probably the only place in Regina.
Yeah, don't you know we only have one bar? It's
I
it's
know
a bylaw.
I know exactly that you only have one.
We can only have one bar.
I know, because you only have enough people to fill one bar.
I apologize. We can't fill the streets of Toronto.
You're like 10 times the size of PEI, and you can't even fill PEI.
To be fair, they have a bunch of potatoes.
No.
Yeah, and you have mostly cows.
Kind of, sort of. Cows are more so Alberta. Saskatchewan's more so for wheat.
And watermelon, evidently.
I mean, we have an obsession with watermelon. It's not our main export.
Why watermelons with Saskatchewan? Why?
Because green is the color. Football is the game.
But what does watermelon have to do with that?
They're green on the outside. We're all together, and winning is our aim. So cheer us on.
Is it
through the sun and the rain?
Is that your aim? Because you've done a horrible job of that over the years.
I could aim for a target and miss for a couple hundred years.
I mean,
and still say that
you're worse than the Tiger Cats, and the Tiger Cats are pretty goddamn bad.
I apologize that we can't all be freaking Toronto.
I mean, you could try to be Edmonton. They've been pretty successful. Not as successful as Toronto. Most Grey Cups ever. Highest winning percentage in Grey Cup games in CFL history.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thanks, Andrew.
Thank you. Hey, look, Barbie.
Andrew bringing us our drinks was a really strong move.
Sweet Jesus.
Is this Barbie at McDonald's?
Barbie and Hot Wheels, because you got to have the boys' toys and the girls' toys.
I remember when they did that. Oh, man. McDonald's toys used to be so good.
Now you get a book. Maybe, I don't know.
And no one reads books because everyone's into tablets. Hey, shit, Rachel's getting married on Friends. Maybe.
They were on a break. I haven't watched Friends.
I mean, no one should watch Friends.
I mean, they're all terrible people.
I mean, that's exactly why you would fit in with them.
I really wouldn't, though.
I mean, you're a terrible person.
Because I'm like a different kind of terrible. I'm equally as terrible as they are, but like a different kind of terrible that doesn't mix.
Oh, look, it's a Michael Moore thing.
On the TV Nation. Television.
Oh, this week on Today, we're going to talk about the baseball strike. What a difference today makes.
Oh, convicted sex offender.
Not convicted yet.
Not yet.
Multiple time alleged sex offender Bill Cosby.
I'm predicting the future.
That looks like a sex offender jacket, to be fair.
It really does.
Maybe you get AIDS. I didn't hear the rest of that, but the fact that was the first thing after we stopped talking.
The more you know.
This advanced technology helps to diagnose arthritis.
Jesus.
But to effectively relieve the minor pain of arthritis.
I don't know if that was like a commercial for safe sex or what the fuck was going on with that.
I mean,
or maybe
it's
maybe it was just Bill Cosby giving his warnings.
He's just always trying to tell you to wrap up your pudding pop.
So for minor arthritis pain, trust Advil. Advil, advanced medicine for pain.
I like that we went from Bill Cosby to a drug commercial.
It's fitting, isn't it?
This day and age it is, yeah. There was a granola cereal? The fuck?
A low-fat granola cereal. Aw, man.
Oh, this guy's a bat. Oh, it's a Pepsi commercial.
He is no Bob Ross.
But they're trying really hard to make him seem like a hip Bob Ross. But I don't see any happy little trees. Just a happy little Pepsi can. Woodstock 94, I remember that.
I don't, because that was a whole year before I was born.
So there was Woodstock 94, and then there was Woodstock 99. And then they never did Woodstock again because of Woodstock 99.
God damn it, 99, ruining it for everyone.
Because of people fucking burning down the entire goddamn place.
burn down the house.
Thanks, Limp Bizkit.
And flame broiling beef frying 4-1. 2 patties smothered in hot, crispy bacon, melted cheese.
Keep
lettuce, and
rolling,
tomato.
rolling,
If
rolling.
it's fried, it ought to be fire. Get the new
That wasn't
flame-broiled
really
bacon
strong.
Mega Supreme. More great taste for more great value. Only at Burger King.
But it was Limp Bizkit.
NBC Sunday Night Movie will return.
I will give you that. It was the biscuit of the limpness.
It was a Durst roll.
The fuck?
It's Martin Short taking questions from Martin Short. It's a really strong question period.
Any other questions?
Martin Short is coming to NBC Tuesdays this fall.
Canadian icon.
I don't think the Martin Short show lasted more than 6 episodes.
Car leads to the fiery crash that injures a teenager. Local
Maybe.
pilots mark the
We'll
end of
never
the
know.
line for an aging warbird, the A4 Skyhawk. It's a
We've got somebody swimming in a lake.
Competitors battle the surf off of Atlantic City, and the
Oh, and we got the healthcare boat beside them.
and more at 11.
Coverage you can count on.
KYW3. Not KY Jelly, just KYW.
This is not in Detroit.
I mean, I don't know that for sure.
I don't know that for sure either, but I'm going to assume it's not in Detroit.
Sean just making all these assumptions.
That's what I do.
How dare you?
I don't fact check anything. International brake sale.
25% off brake shoes and pads.
Holy shit. In any language.
The Midas way is the way it
Midas
should
touch.
be. Aw, shit. It's the Eagle Summit clearance.
That could get you to the Hotel California.
That's not a bad looking car. That van is pretty piss poor.
Yeah.
People are sitting in chairs
Underwater.
under the pool.
I mean, yeah.
I guess because Jeep Eagle is that exciting.
Life is better. Down layers wetter. Shit. I fucked up Little Mermaid.
I mean, you fuck up most things, so it shouldn't be a surprise. You fucked up Highlander a couple of weeks ago.
There can be only one mess up.
Except if you're Shawn, and then it's all the mess ups all the time.
Garbled
Because
mess.
Shawn trying to quote movies is not really strong.
No.
Magic 102.9 has changed to new Magic 102.9.
It's of the 90s. That definitely said 70s, but my brain fucked up. God damn it. I swear sometimes I can talk.
You can't, ever. It's probably for the best that I'm getting somebody to replace you.
You should. Oh, by all means. Have a coherent podcast.
Clean air, wouldn't it be nice?
Wouldn't it be nice if we were older?
Oh, Dave Thomas, I remember when you were alive.
I don't.
Introducing Wendy's sourdough bacon cheeseburger.
Ooh. Sourdough bacon cheese bread.
Monterey Jack, bacon, and Dijon sauce.
Reminds me of when I was in San Francisco.
Man, I really wish the Wendy's was still here.
We only went to the library.
You can find it in San Francisco and at any Wendy's.
Still here as in where?
Like literally where the Tim Hortons is, beside the bar.
What?
Could be a very cool place. With Miller's 10 grand a day giveaway.
It was the worst spot because you couldn't get a drive-through there.
I'd have eaten so much Wendy's.
Which is why it eventually failed. That was my first job.
Oh, cool.
Worked in the Wendy's beside Brass Taps. I was destined to be at Brass Taps my entire life.
I mean, yeah, it was prepping you for just hanging out here.
I remember the time I locked the Tim Hortons staff in their basement room.
Combined with those honey-kissed Oatbusters in every mouth-watering bite.
Maybe I'll tell that story after the set of commercials. Maybe. It is a really strong story.
It is a really strong story. Double drink. If I wasn't falling apart there, I'd have beaten you to it.
It has air conditioning, power windows and door locks.
You wouldn't have.
You don't know that.
I do.
I could have had a really strong attempt at it.
I've been doing this podcast long enough. I know you by now.
The Toyota Corolla. You can't buy a more
Touché.
car for less.
Tough day, huh, kiddo?
Yep.
Fractures now.
I mean, it's a tough day being a kid, but whoever that is playing his mom is super hot.
Sounds like you need a bedtime story. Come on, Carson.
That's
It's a Blockbuster's commercial.
Blockbuster.
Yeah, Blockbuster.
That kid needed a Blockbuster night.
I'm so sorry that the Blockbuster closed in Alaska.
I noticed his dad's not around.
He was probably working at the Blockbuster in Alaska. Now he's out of a job.
I was figured you just thought I was Monica's geeky older brother.
I did.
Oh. Do you think it would be okay if I asked you out sometime, maybe?
Maybe.
Okay, maybe I will.
Thursdays this fall.
Oh, that seemed like... How did that show last for 10 years? Because these commercials make it seem so horrible.
What was the last thing Jennifer Aniston was in?
The last thing I remember her in was Horrible Bosses 2.
Yeah.
The last thing she was actually in?
Coming up at 11, an offer of millions for victims.
Was she in that, like...
Brings a quick reaction, and the Expos
Did We Are the Millers come out after...
Coverage you can count.
Pretty sure it came out between Horrible Bosses 1 and 2.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
These look like mere engine parts. But to us, they're worth the art.
She was in Office Christmas Party last year.
Okay.
Sorry, 2016.
Yeah.
And she was in something called The Yellowbirds last year.
You would expect a high-powered.
That sounds artsy.
Looks like a war movie. Definitely a war movie.
Is it an artsy war movie?
Probably.
Hamlet Fever, top breeder of champion English setters, talks about new pedigree mealtime with Harvest Select rice and vegetables.
I was going to go see Office Christmas Party, but never did, because...
That was the same as me. I was going to see it too, and then never did.
Recommended by top breeders.
Well, we're here with Wanda and Babs, who feel that their zipper bag is fine and will not switch to Gladlock's zipper bag.
That's right. Ditto.
Now, Babbo, let's say you hold some of your...
Who was in that? Jason Bateman. Jason Bateman was the reason I was going to go see that movie. I like Jason Bateman.
Oh, she's doing another Adam Sandler movie next year.
How disappointing. I mean, good for her. It's probably good money.
Is it at this point in...
Yes.
In Adam Sandler's career?
I feel as though they still throw money at him for some reason.
I feel like they don't.
I feel as though they do. I don't know why. But they still throw money at him. Otherwise, he wouldn't be making movies at this point.
I feel like he's making movies because they don't throw money at him, and he needs it.
I feel as though they're throwing enough money at him to do a movie where he plays the two main characters.
I feel like that's not accurate at this point in his career.
I feel as though that's still somehow accurate.
Hey, we have Andrew. You're Jewish. What are your thoughts on Adam Sandler?
Who?
Exactly.
I chose to erase that from my memory, actually.
I mean, that's probably the best decision.
See, even fellow Jewish people don't like Adam Sandler. Hey, we're still at 0 live viewers. King James has asked us, what is your best memory? And I'm sorry we didn't answer you because we were watching the commercials and we were off of this screen. We did talk about that a little bit off the top, but what's your best memory, Sean? Well, you talked about it. I never gave mine, but what was your
Yeah.
best memory?
Oh God. I am a little too forgotten to like memories at all. I'm gonna say having a full set of people joining us, reviewing some Toto, some robot events.
That robot episode was really strong.
It was. It sure was. I can't. I'm gonna fall apart. I'm gonna die.
I'm okay with that. I'm gonna say that my favorite memory is probably just the people that come by and join us. Definitely Andrew. Andrew has been a favorite part of the Drunk Discussions podcast.
Shout out to Andrew.
But with 2 O's. But yeah, no, a lot of the random people that have come by and joined us. I think that's again, that's what made this show so unique, was just the fact that we have done this live in a bar setting, so people can come by and make themselves known and heard. And I think that's going to be my favorite takeaway from doing this podcast.
Also, shout out to Dylan. Don't want to forget you. You've been on.
Shout out to King James for asking the question.
King James, your
I
royalty.
feel like Shawn is about to bail to go to the washroom. He looks like he has to bail.
No, we've got a solid 2 more minutes before I feel the need.
The need for speed.
I always feel the need for speed. King James, are you holding? I'm calling you
I
out.
feel like King James stopped watching because we were busy watching the commercials.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, King James, but hopefully you watch the replay of this and you'll get the answer to that question.
We always deliver later on.
We never deliver. We're just constant disappointment. But we've done a couple of commercials now. I think we should do some R&K all day.
RNK all day. Hashtag sponsor us RNK all day.
Also, I hate you because we were supposed to do our own tour of an abandoned Ontario place, and we're not going to be able to do that now.
Is Ontario Place even abandoned?
For the most part, yes.
I don't believe that. I believe that's an old wives' tale they keep telling people.
Well, I mean, now we'll never know, will we? Thank you, Shawn.
You're welcome.
Thank you for ruining life.
I mean, someone had to ruin it.
I mean, my job already does.
Shout out to the 3565.
Should we do Untouched Abandoned Bar and Grill?
I think we should go try this at Niagara Falls.
I also like the found drugs while exploring
I was
prison
gonna
Canada.
say that next, but
all right, don't try this at Niagara Falls. R&K all day.
Go in a barrel. If we get 1 million views and 1 million
Shawn will go
subscribers,
into a barrel because I sure the fuck won't.
I will sit in a barrel. I won't go over the falls,
good,
but I will
guys?
sit in a barrel
In Niagara Falls.
at Niagara Falls,
been.
not on the
Niagara
falls
Falls.
themselves.
So we
Just
decided
in the
to spend
city.
day here,
Just
which means
Niagara
that you spend
on the
about
lake
15
and
minutes.
everything.
Oh shit, he's rocking an Adidas hat instead of his own gear.
First, we gotta go
He's
grab
not even
breakfast.
wearing like
And
a
when
friggin'
in
mask.
Because we're at Niagara Falls on the Canadian side
Yeah.
right now.
He's in
So when
Canada.
you go to
Canada.
Tim Hortons. But really, if you're on the other side, you could probably get Tim Hortons also. But I think the
You
Tim Hortons
can
prices
actually get
over
Tim
here
Hortons in
is a
Niagara
lot
Falls,
better.
New York.
But why would you?
So something I learned recently, and I'm just going to pause this video for a sec. So everyone talks about Tim Hortons coffee being not as good in quality anymore. And you work. Evidently, Tim Hortons canceled their contract with the company that used to supply them their coffees.
Really?
And now that company has gone to McDonald's,
yeah.
which is why McDonald's has become so popular with coffee goers, because it's without realizing it, they're actually drinking Tim Hortons coffee from McDonald's.
See, I have heard this story told
Did you
by...
get a garlic bread with cheese?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've been here since like 10:30.
This is true. I was asleep and woke up to your message.
That's A-okay. I push things back, so
We were originally supposed to be here at 8, but Shawn doing Shawn things.
Yeah. But yes, I have heard this from multiple people I work with at said Tim Hortons. And I really don't care for that job, so I don't give a shit about talking.
I mean, you've already quit it.
Super quitted it.
I mean, you've quit everything. You're a life quitter. I mean, you
like the
might
only
as well
thing I'm
just
good
kill
at.
yourself at this point.
I mean,
And their sausage is cooked.
yeah, I tried doing that once, but I quit that even. But no, seriously, like,
Don't kill yourself.
Suicide is not good.
No.
Never an option.
No, but also not good as Shawn.
I mean, suicide somehow is worse than I am, which is saying a lot.
But yeah, no. I always wear my Bell Let's Talk bracelet because mental health issues are something that I care deeply about. So all joking aside, suicide is not an option if you feel like you're going through shit. There's always people willing to listen and to talk to you. So seek out some help.
100%.
Even if it's just talking to friends to make you feel better, but probably even better if you seek professional help.
Even if you're the one viewer on our live stream right now.
Oh shit! Do we have a viewer right now? We have a viewer right now.
I bet it's King, are you King James?
King James, are you with us?
King James, if you're back, please write us a
Whoever
comment.
you are watching us right now, leave a comment.
We see you.
We are actively not watching the R&K video to find out who is fucking watching us right now.
Send us a message.
Send us a message. Send us a message.
You see the chat.
It would be a really strong move if you sent us a message right now.
But we'll see how it is.
We were walking around on the Rainbow Bridge yesterday, and I saw the Maid of the Mist and the Hornblower. And the Hornblower.
Oh man, the one viewer wants to remain anonymous
For now.
All right.
They're probably typing out a super long message for us.
I don't think they're typing anything at all. I think
Super
they've
long.
just accidentally found us and they're wondering what the fuck's going on.
I mean, I wonder the same thing, even if I know who.
I've been wondering that for 10 months.
We get some cool shots.
I've been wondering that for like forever. Who the hell am I?
Why am I here? Where are the aliens?
What doth life?
All right. Well, if you're not going to write anything, I'm going to go back to watching R&K all day.
We'll see your comments in like 20
An hour
minutes or so.
He's just pointing to the falls at this point.
Waterfalls in this area.
3 waterfalls.
I mean, his girlfriend is really hot. Good for him.
Horseshoe Falls is the one that is.
She got a nice cap.
She did get a nice cap. Ice cap. For a minute, I thought it may have been a lemonade, but
It
no, it's
super
not.
wasn't. I've made a whole bunch of ice caps.
No, I can see now that it's an ice cap, but with the way the sun was reflecting, I thought it may have been a lemonade. Frozen lemonade, to be specific.
Fair enough. Which, to be fair, best frozen drink there. IMO. I could live off that. I actually could. There's no.
I don't think these
value.
people agreed to be
initial
filmed.
reaction when we
You should blur out their
got here
faces.
Was this
What
like a
faces?
similar reaction to what
Well,
we got
not
in
now,
Grand
but the
Canyon,
people
but on
before.
a much smaller scale, obviously.
Shut up, Shawn.
It's just
I can't see
incredible to
faces.
see
I'm face
all
blind.
that water just rushing down,
No, you're just blind.
consistently coming down.
Your eyesight is not really strong.
Oh no.
It is kind of cool that it gets so cold around here that moving water actually freezes.
Yeah.
Because that usually doesn't happen. So like these falls have been.
He's wearing a
frozen over
Thrasher
at times.
t-shirt because he's cool like that.
Stand still. That's it.
Oh,
Cool.
Oh, two girls on a bench.
We are here.
Yeah.
Shout out to two girls on a bench.
Woo, woo.
Yay. We finally found out who our viewer is.
They even sent us an emoji.
They did. It's a sunglasses smiley face emojis. Thank you, two girls on a bench.
Everyone should.
You can actually follow them on Twitter. We do.
Oh, thank God.
We follow them on Twitter. Go follow them at two girls on a bench. That's the number 2 girls on a bench. 2 frustrated writers with no time to write. How to procrastinate now? A podcast, of course. Buy us a snack at coffee.com/bench snack.
Wait. We could have gotten people to buy us food
On coffee, yes. Or KO-FI, but it's coffee.com. You can also follow them on Instagram at two girls on a bench. Once again, that is at the number 2 girls on a bench, recording live from Los Angeles, California. Shout out to two girls on a bench.
You're the best.
They didn't know how to live comment, but you guys are adorable. I love you, and you're very welcome for the shout out. Thank you for being supporters of ours for the past couple months. We love you guys. Shout out to the networks as well, both the Somebody's Network and the WLI Pod Peeps Network, because without those 2 networks on Twitter, our show would not have grown. So shout out to every single member of those networks. Use the hashtags Somebodies and the hashtag WLI Pod Peeps and search for a great bunch of podcasters with those hashtags, so you can find great new podcasts to listen to.
The true MVPs of this podcast.
Networks really are the true MVP of any podcast because it helps you grow. The floor is slippery when wet.
They're going behind the falls.
Oh shit, they're in a tunnel behind the falls. Yes. Did they get special access or did they pay for it? Like, is this a feature you can pay for?
Super free. You can just walk behind there.
The fuck? Why haven't we done this?
I don't know.
Motherfucker.
I mean, I've done it before.
You did it unsupervised.
I did it unrecorded. Everything I do is supervised because no one. I need adult supervision at all
You
moments.
need it, but no one provides it on a constant basis.
I am an adult. Sometimes.
Questionable.
Legally speaking.
Legally, from your age standpoint, you are an adult. Mentally, it's a
6.5 at best.
I was gonna say 8. I was gonna give you a good year and a half.
6.5 at best.
I had a really strong faith in you.
We gotta go over on the corner over there.
Why? At this
because
point,
we have to finish our beers because it's past 2:00, so we have to get them off the tables.
Oh no, I meant the faith thing. Like, you of all people should know that you shouldn't have any faith in me.
You're right. That is
going over the fence.
Oh shit! Don't, dude. You can't go over the fence. These are some really strong rebels. Is it bad of me to say I hope he falls in?
Yes.
Oh, well, I hope he falls in.
Well, sadly, there were more videos posted after this, so probably not going to fall in.
We lost our two girls on a bench viewership.
You were here.
You were here.
Matters.
That's what counts. That's the important thing.
We still love you.
100% we still love you. I mean, they're gone now, Shawn. You probably don't have to do the heart hands.
I'm falling over. But since our live viewer is gone, I lasted more than 2 minutes, and now I have to go.
I'm just going to wait for you to come back before I go. Plus, I think I have confidence in myself to hold it for 10 minutes until the end of the video. I'm going to continue to watch the video.
Sponsor Ocho RNK all day.
Yeah, RNK all day. Oh, two girls on a bench said that they're still here. Our live viewer count is showing that nobody's watching, but thank you two girls for letting us know that you're still here.
They were just waiting for me to leave. I know it.
They were. As soon as they knew you were leaving, they came back. So, because this R&K video is kind of underwhelming, we are going to read another profile from one of our friends on Twitter. So we are going to go with the WDIM podcast, the What Does It Matter podcast, a show about life, the universe, real life, and everything else in between. Enjoy the real. Follow them on Twitter at WIM Podcast. Recording from New Jersey. Their latest episode was uploaded 3 days ago as of this live stream. Please use this link to listen to WDIM Podcast episode 51. Congratulations on reaching the magical 50 episodes, guys. Keep It Clean with special guest Melissa. Last name is Elsewhere from Brook Reading Pod. Another shout out. We've shouted out Melissa from Brook Reading Pod before, but if you like Brooks and books, then you should definitely check out the Brook Reading Podcast. WDIM Podcast, episode number 51. Keep It Clean. Available on radiopublic.com. Probably also available on a bunch of other podcasts and apps. So be sure you're giving them a listen. And now back to RNK All Day at Niagara Falls. They are in some sort of skyscraper tower overlooking the entire city of Niagara Falls. Man, it's been so long since I've been at Niagara Falls. Like literally the last, Shawn almost walked past our booth. I think Shawn's had a bit too much to drink.
You think?
Two girls on a bench is saying that this is so sad that this is your last episode. Yeah, it is, but this one here decided to be a dick and moved back home to Saskatchewan. Oh, I can't handle Toronto. I want to be around cows and flat land.
Yeah, so from up here, it's pretty cool because you can see everything.
That's 100% it.
I don't know. Are you going back to school? Are you fucking... Do you have a job there? Like, what's going on with you?
Of course I have a job there.
Do you have one set up? Like, do you actually have one? Or
Super. I'm going to go back to being a mouse.
is that 100%?
Yeah.
Are they open?
Yes.
I mean, they probably are because there's like nobody in Saskatchewan.
Like, what other arcade would you go to in Saskatchewan?
I'm just saying, like, maybe somebody else has become Chuck E. Cheese in your absence.
To be fair, everyone at Chuck E. Cheese is Chuck E. Cheese. I'm gonna blow your minds here, guys. If you go to a Chuck E. Cheese, every employee there has been the mouse at some point.
Whoa. Are you saying that Chuck E. Cheese isn't an actual person?
No, he's a mouse. But to be
Are
fair,
you saying that it's somebody in a mouse costume?
To be fair, Chuck E. Cheese is the lead singer of Bowling for Soup.
No, the lead singer of Bowling for Soup is Chuck E. Cheese.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the same thing.
No, it's not. It's not.
Need my GoPro for this.
It's two different things.
They're two different things.
I am multiple different things.
Impossible.
Not impossible. I live in multiverses.
It should work out.
Good for you. Just like comic books.
I am Thanos' Infinity Gauntlet glove.
That sucks for you because he broke that shit. Spoilers for Infinity War.
I mean, I live in multiverses, so I'm also multiple other things.
Broke that shit.
But are you going back to school, or what the fuck's going on?
Initially, I'm just gonna work for a little bit.
Also, two girls on a bench said truth, and I'm not sure what that was in reference to because I sort of went on a bit of a rant and I wasn't paying attention to when they typed that.
But 100%, it was the truth.
Everything I spit is hot fire truth.
Yes, I'm gonna go to a school eventually.
Eventually. So knowing you, that's probably a no.
I'm hoping next year, next September.
Why wait a year? Just go back now.
Because I can't afford to go back now.
Fuck yeah, you can.
No, I can't.
Yeah, you can. It's Saskatchewan. It costs like $2 to go to school.
Yeah, but I don't have the $2 for it.
Just fucking steal a cow and trade it in.
Cows don't have value there. We deal in only cows.
Steal watermelons and hold them hostage.
Do you know how?
Let the Rough Riders know that they can't play another game until you get your $2.
Do you know how hard we defend those watermelons? It's pretty damn tough. It's like breaking the Fort Knox for that kind of shit.
Yeah, you're also pretty lazy, so I don't foresee you stealing a fucking watermelon.
Minimal crimes at best. Probably no crimes.
The fact that you would have to pick it up is a deterrent for you.
I mean, the fact that I have to walk outside of a building, that's the real thing that's stopping me.
Really strong.
She was told about the Maid of the Met. We did the hornblower. I thought the hornblower was a little bit.
Oh god, this Bud Light Lime is so bad.
It's a really strong bad taste.
That's one thing I'm not really gonna miss about this podcast is I won't have to drink shitty Bud Light Lime, but also sponsor us Bud Light.
You've had your chance, Bud. Why aren't you sponsoring us?
So many people had their chances. You missed the boat. You all missed the boat.
But like, I'm
but
blaming Bud.
But you're not too late to sponsor our friends over at the Two Girls on a Bench podcast.
Do it.
Send them a DM on Twitter at Two Girls on a Bench. I don't know if their DMs are open to non-followers. Two Girls on a Bench, let us know, are your DMs open to non-followers? Because we want to send some sponsors your way. Not that we actually have sponsors to send your way, but we're going to try to get you guys some money.
I mean, we don't physically have sponsors.
But by the way, people can still buy our shirts at shop.com/drunkdiscussions.
Damn straight they can.
Fucking right they can. Oh, their DMs are open. So go ahead,
sponsor.
Go
them,
ahead
Bud.
and reach out to Two Girls on a Bench on Twitter. That's at the number 2 Girls on a Bench. Send them a DM if you're interested in sponsoring them. Legitimate DMs only. Please don't be a fucking creepy perv that sends them random fucking shit that they don't need. All right?
Only sponsors.
We want to fucking keep this shit clean. We are Drunk Discussions, and we believe in really strong, clean, healthy relationships on Twitter. Also, you owe me a drink.
I know. And I hate you for it.
My little sister has ideas. You have a business to build.
I think there's an ad going on right now.
There is 100% an ad going on.
Hashtag sponsor us, whoever's on the ad.
Fiverr.
Fiverr. Oh,
Fiverr.
it's Fiverr. It's definitely Fiverr.
Yeah, that's what I said to begin with.
Yeah, I know.
You dolt.
And I was backing down from the fact that I said it wrong.
The fuck was this that they were in? Oh, it was a gift shop with a bunch of fucking gifts. I missed this.
Yeah.
Okay, we have to rewatch this.
Thing, but we didn't get that, so I'm happy.
They're wearing some pink rain jackets.
Yeah.
Or
ponchos.
What? Ponchos. That's what I was looking for. AKA garbage bags, because ponchos are fucking ridiculous.
Well, those kind of ponchos, yeah.
They're legitimately just fucking garbage bags.
Those are for sure.
It's the Canada Trading Company.
I've been in there.
Officially.
It's not great.
I mean, you're not great. So, I mean.
No, I'm not.
It works out equally. Also, I'm sorry for continuously burping. I feel like I should try to keep it classy for Two Girls on a Bench, but at this point,
they know what they're in for.
I'm like 4 Bud Light Limes in, so fucking I can't be held responsible for what I'm burping out.
And I've been pre-drinking.
No, you were just drinking before I got here. That's not pre-drinking. That's just already drinking.
That's drinking before this podcast. Pre-this podcast. Pre-drinking.
They are looking for souvenirs in the Niagara Falls, Canada gift shop.
They're not from Canada.
They're not from Canada. They're in the U.S., but we haven't quite established where in the U.S.
I don't know. I feel as though if we establish where they're from, the police will come for them. I hate you.
Is it a really strong hatred?
Really nothing to do in Niagara Falls. I mean, I don't want to say there's really nothing to do. There's really nothing else to do in Niagara Falls. There is like a fireworks
How dare you insult Niagara Falls by saying that there's nothing to do when you've spent an entire goddamn day there? You know what? I don't want you to sponsor us R&K all day unless you're actually going to, and then I'll gladly take the money.
Fuck you, R&K all day.
You and your fucking sunglasses.
Think you can trash Niagara Falls? Burps away.
Burp away. Hashtag classy.
2 girls on a bench validate Ocho.
Yes. All about that classy burping.
Yep.
R&K all day seems like a super dude bro douchebag.
I mean, he has a full sleeve tattoo, so yeah.
So you've already gone to the washroom like 18 times. So now it's my turn to go once.
Have fun.
So 2 girls on a bench. Welcome to 2 Minutes with Shawn, discussing local sports teams.
Oh no, local sports teams. There's so many. I'm from a place that doesn't have that many local sports teams. How am I supposed to function with this? So, no matter how this podcast changes, I think you absolutely should support Ocho. He does some quality work, and he deserves to make it somewhere. This is what he loves. This is what he plans on doing for his life. You should absolutely support him in whatever way this changes, wherever he goes in the future. Just keep listening to this podcast or wherever he goes. Oh, Amber came back. Does Amber want to be part of the podcast? My voice is the worst thing ever, so... Amber is coming to say hi.
So is this live?
This is live. We are doing a live stream on YouTube.
Cool. Hello, YouTube.
Hi, YouTube.
Is this your last show?
This is the last show I'm probably going to be a part of.
Oh.
We'll see how things go. With me being out of province, it's probably will change the feel of the podcast, having it not in a bar so much.
But you guys could do it in 2 different bars and be like different atmospheres kind of thing. That would be cool.
That could be a way of doing it.
Are you going to bring your microphone with you, or are you going to leave them both here?
Oh, these are both Ochos. I was thinking possibly buy my own.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cool. Do you know how many people are watching right now?
Right now, we've got a solid 1 person watching.
Oh, hello. Hello, please comment.
These are 2 girls on a bench.
Oh, what bench are you guys on?
Amber has taken over the podcast.
Oh my God, we have 2 viewers. 2 viewers. Oh.
What? It's because I'm on it.
Yeah.
People like girls.
It's a bench in California. Bench in California.
You're in California?
Californian bench.
Wait.
Oh, they can hear us. Oh, they said that. Oh, they responded.
They
That's
do.
So cool.
That's the whole live part of it.
I'm a little drunk.
To be fair.
How was Andrew?
I'm gonna see if I might be able to sneak another half pint, so I'll be back.
Alrighty.
Are you guys gonna be on the air for a little bit?
We're gonna be on the air as long as we can be.
Here until you guys get this out.
Yeah. Oh.
It's a live stream on YouTube.
They keep responding to you, Amber.
What? Oh my goodness.
Amber gets all the fan recognition.
My name's Amber. I work at this bar. It's called the Brass Taps on Danforth. Where are you guys?
We're in Los Angeles, California.
How do you know that?
Magic.
Follow them on Twitter.
Oh.
But also magic.
So do they do a podcast too?
They do a podcast.
They do.
Cool.
Oh, they say hi, Amber.
I saw that. Now I understand the feed and how that's happening now.
Good.
Oh, that's cool. I will watch your podcast, Two Girls on a Bench.
Or listen to.
Listen to, whatever.
I mean, you can watch them. They have a YouTube
Yeah.
channel.
Are you trying to say that not every podcast is a visual podcast?
We weren't a visual podcast.
We were always a
But
visual
we believe
podcast.
hard enough in us that we became a visual podcast.
I will listen. I will listen.
Amber is responding to them.
On Twitter at Two Girls on a Bench.
That's the number 2
Oh, I don't
girls
have
on a
Twitter. Do you
bench.
guys have do you have Instagram?
They do. Once again, it's at Two Girls on a Bench.
Okay, well I'm gonna follow you right now.
The number 2.
The number 2 girls on a bench.
You know what? I don't
On the
know
gram.
on Twitter yet, so I think I gotta correct that mistake.
I'd follow people on things, but I don't do social media
Well,
for
we're
most
following on
things.
Twitter. I mean, I don't think it's...
Did you guys see my find? There's someone abandoned a hostess stand. I'm gonna bring it home.
Oh yeah, nice. I did not see that.
Oh well, clearly I was the only person that saw it.
Yeah.
It's dirty as shit. Doesn't smell great, but I'm
Just
gonna
give it a quick
sand
wash.
it down. I'm gonna paint it, and it's gonna be my garbage cubby. I'm gonna put some hooks on it for keys. I'm excited.
Nice.
See, like I should have a podcast.
I mean, to be fair, you can take over this podcast.
I found you. I found you. I found you.
They found her.
I found you too.
I
From
found no
discussions,
one.
Now following you for what it's worth.
I'm Amber Claire. I just started following you. All right. I'm going to let David come back because I'm going to go get another drink and go over a cigarette. Yeah.
Already. Thank you, Amber.
One cup Instagram.
Oh God, of course there is a 2 girls 1 cup Instagram. Not the same as 2 girls on a bench. You should follow them first.
It's just a hashtag with 10,000 posts.
Never be sorry. Hashtag never be sorry.
Oh, okay, that's fair.
Well, we have been showcasing Shawn's replacement, Amber.
And
I hope you
Ocho's
guys are
ugly
ready.
mug is back on the podcast. And my headphones are caught in the seat.
Oh no!
We have headphones.
We do.
I kind of want to review what I missed.
What? You want a review of what you missed?
I'm just getting caught up on
all
so
the
Two Girls on
comments.
for anybody that's watching this post live stream or listening to the audio on Podcatcher, Two Girls on a Bench is working on a YouTube. But be
Damn
sure
straight they
you're
are.
looking for Two Girls on a Bench on YouTube, and they will be posting videos at some point.
They will be up and coming YouTubers.
They will be not only up and coming, but they are going to be future stars of YouTube because everybody that's involved in the WLI Pod Peeps network work extremely hard to put themselves out there, and good things are going to come to everybody within that network. Same with the Somebody's network. Again, use those hashtags with those networks. Find some amazing people doing some amazing podcasts.
Do it.
Except for Miles from the Best Darn Diddly podcast. Go fuck yourself, Miles. Fuck you, buddy.
I don't even know why we're angry at Miles, but fuck you, Miles. I'm joining on the bandwagon.
it's a private DM thing between me and Miles. But Richie the Whiz Kid, his co-host of the Best Darn Diddly review show,
The better half of the Death Star.
most definitely the better half. Don't go follow Mr. Most Days Off because that's Miles' personal account and it's not worth following. But follow Richie the Whiz Kid and then listen to the Best Darn Diddly review show as they go through each and every Simpsons episode and review it.
But only listen to Richie's
Only
parts of
listen
it.
to Richie. As soon as Miles starts talking, you can
Just
just
shut it off.
Just hit that mute button. Two Girls on a Bench says that Shawn said some nice stuff about me, but I
Never
don't
happened.
believe that.
Never happened.
I'm gonna have to listen to this in post.
Nope.
But I don't believe Shawn. Shawn has never
I
once
am
said a
not
good word
capable.
about anybody.
No, absolutely not.
Shawn is. I don't know if people know this about Shawn, but Shawn actually goes around and he just goes up to random people. He's like, "I'm Shawn, bitch," and then he punches them in the face.
It's a slap, thank you very much. Although my slaps are as hard as punches, so I can understand the confusion.
Your slaps actually aren't that hard. They're super weak.
But people they pretend so that I feel better.
we all pretend so you feel better. We love you, Shawn. I mean, I don't love the fact that you're moving away from me and abandoning this podcast and everything that we've built up over the last 2 months. But I do love your friendship of the past 2 years.
Never happened. There is no friendship. What are you talking about?
There is no Shawn.
Shawn is a lie. Someone set us up the bomb.
Also, I can't believe Two Girls on a Bench because they spelled Shawn incorrectly. So clearly it's another Shawn that was saying nice things about me.
Exactly. You missed it when we had 2 viewers. Another guy named Shawn who was saying a whole bunch of other stuff.
I want to know who that second viewer is. Second viewer, if you're still out there and just trying to remain anonymous, don't remain anonymous.
It's Shawn the Sheep.
Leave us a comment and let us know who you are. Also, Two Girls on a Bench are remorseful that they spelt your name wrong.
It's all good.
You can spell Shawn's name however you want.
I mean, that's how Shawn works.
Andrew is sliding our Bud Light lime bottles under his shirt. You can't see this at this point.
Unless we want you to, which we do.
The man, the myth, the legend, the Andrew. People are watching. Well, 2 people are watching.
Welcome to the real new co-host of Drunk Discussions, Andrew.
Oh, I'm totally letting Andrew take over.
Dude, Andrew should have been like part of...
Take the pepper. Do the pepper shot challenge.
All right, yeah. First you do a little bit of pepper.
I think you should actually do the pepper shot.
I just did.
It didn't look like you actually got anything out of it. All right. Let's turn you there. There we go. Sorry, my nose is itchy, so I'm going to scratch it for a bit. I'm sorry. It looks really bad on a live stream. I apologize.
It really does.
No one asked you, abandoner. Shawn did the pepper shot challenge. Wait.
Nothing came out.
I didn't get that on Instagram. Do it.
That's way too much pepper. I'm going to die from this much pepper. Sweet Jesus. I'm going to die for your entertainment, Two Girls on a Bench.
Oh my God. Oh man. Oh shit. Should we do abandon Disney's Discovery Island?
Done. Do it.
Boom.
It's not RNK all day, so we don't have to worry about him.
Oh, it's not? Who the fuck is it?
Right
it's Bright Sun Films.
They probably don't insult Canada.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't watched their stuff yet.
I absolutely have no idea who they are.
I've never heard of them. Abandoned.
What's up, guys? My name is Jake. Welcome to
Dat Jake Williams on Twitter.
Dat Jake Williams.
This is the show where we
Is it Twitter or is it just his Instagram? Oh, there we go. Bright Sun Films on Twitter.
channel for a while, or that you've seen our entire abandoned.
Oh no, he was just giving a shout out to @Bright. No, at Bright Sun Films on Twitter.
I
He's shown his video playlist, his previous video playlist.
He does a lot of gaming stuff.
I think the topic is so interesting and cool. I think it deserves a lot more than we actually gave it.
By the way, in case we haven't already mentioned it, which we totally have, you can go to shop.spreadshirt.com/drunkdiscussions and buy a shirt. Plus, help me move to Saskatchewan so I can beat Shawn and force him to continue to do the podcast by going to paypal.me/drunkdiscussions and donate into my funds to go to Saskatchewan.
Fund our GoFundMe that will start some point.
Do people use GoFundMe anymore for anything other than tragedies?
I feel as though GoFundMes are only used for like shitty games that they.
I
need
feel
to
like
be
Kickstarter
made.
isn't even that used that much anymore.
No, is Indiegogo still a thing?
Is it? I don't know. I haven't heard of it in quite a while.
Use our latest GoFundMe thing. Nope, crowdfunding thing. GoFundMe is the specific site. Crowdfunding is the thing. Concept. I still taste the pepper. Holy shit. I don't think I'm ever going to recover from this.
You're definitely never going to recover from this. But I'm posting it on Instagram.
So Walt Disney Productions began buying massive amounts of land.
I'm always on the gram.
Except when you're not. Follow us on Instagram at Drunk Dude Podcast. Well, really, it's me because I'm the one that runs all of our social medias. I'm the one that edits the podcast. I'm the one with the equipment.
Ocho
You're just
does
kind of
all the work.
around.
I know. I kind of just stumble in and you let me talk.
Obviously, the Epcot dream that Walt Disney actually had never happened. But when
I'm going to
Lawrence
let you
Gilbert,
talk while I
CEO,
post our
the
photos
Oh
to
God,
Instagram.
I'm still talking about Disney. Disney
So on October
supposedly
1st,
did not freeze
1971, the
himself.
entire resort opened to the public.
And
now, interestingly, when Walt Disney World was in its
although
development,
he
the island
wanted
was actually to be developed in
cryogenics
its
to
first phase.
take part in things, he
All official
never
master
ended up
plans
doing
and
it.
models showed that the island was to be some sort of pirate. And upon the opening of Walt Disney World,
Bye,
the island
Amber.
was
Have a good night.
with Disney encountering financial
I'll see you
independence
soon.
problems
He
in
won't.
73,
He's abandoning
they needed
everything.
something to boost attendance. So Disney continued with their plans for a pirate-themed animal observation island in Bay Lake. The island was expanded with over 55,000 cubic yards of dirt. And
Andrew,
changed the
just
name
stole our
to
drinks.
Treasure Island.
I
The
mean,
island
I didn't have a
officially opened
drink
to the
left
public
because
on
if I
April
had
8th,
any more drink, I'd drink it
1974.
because there's still
Treasure
so
Island
much
has the
pepper in
theme
my
of obviously
mouth.
pirates
You had some Coke left, didn't you?
No, I
The
drank it
island
all
was
because
given a
there's so
variety
much
of
pepper
exotic birds
still.
Oh,
and flowers,
I still had some Sprite left.
Oh,
I actually
I'm so
had
sorry.
almost 3/4 of a glass of Sprite left.
Oh my God.
During the island's first 2
I'm
years,
so sorry.
attendance wasn't really meeting Disney's expectations.
I was drinking that.
As most people classify the island as a half.
Maybe he'll refill them
So
and
with
bring
this,
them
in
back.
1976, Disney
Something
closed the
tells me
island
that
to
that's
undergo
not
renovation.
going to be the
Snack
case.
bars were added
But
along
what
with
if he
brand new
does?
aviary, and the Treasure Island name
I don't think he would have taken it in the first place.
I don't think so either.
Discovery Island was actually quite a lavish and
Oh,
secluded
we
place.
are
As the years
lights
went on, the
up.
attraction
Lights
grew to popularity
on.
inside the
So
spaces.
we
The entire
are,
island
I
was
think,
laid out in
very
basically one
close
path.
to
Essentially,
getting
once you
kicked
get
out
off
of
the
here
boat
because
and
it's
onto
like
the dock, you are in a small
It's almost
3 o'clock in the
30.
morning.
together. Once you begin walking down the path, that will lead you around the entire island.
So I
The
am
whole
actually
island
just
is
going to
themed
end
be
this video,
tropical paradise,
and
it
we
does
are
present
going
that quite
to.
well. But
Oh,
then
no,
came a major
I'm
shift
not
to
going to
everything
enlarge the
related
video.
to Discovery Island in the mid-90s.
Too late. You
Disney
already
announced
enlarged
they
the
would be building a
video.
brand new theme park
I
which
did,
took the basic
and
theme
somehow
of
I
Discovery Island.
desized it. I don't
Disney's
even know what I did to do that.
Magic.
I believe in magic.
In a young girl's heart. That's a line.
Is it?
I don't
I know
know.
it's something about a young girl.
I think it's in a
I don't
young
know.
girl's heart.
All right, so
Leave a comment down below.
let us know what
Smash
the
that like
actual.
button.
Click the notification button. Andrew is coming over with the payment machine.
I apologize. I'm gonna pay with cash.
Shawn is paying with cash because he rolls that way.
Boom.
So
That's how Shawn does.
that's Shawn being Shawn.
That's the Shawn method.
We normally pay debit, but anyways, as Shawn whips out his money, We are going to wrap things up here for Drunk Discussions, quite possibly the last episode of Drunk Discussions. Who knows? We're going to take a short hiatus. I'm taking a trip to New York in the second week of September. So we're going to take some time to think about things and see what the future holds. But Shawn, thank you. Thank you for 10 wonderful months on Drunk Discussions. I don't know what Andrew's got his sleeves rolled up looking for a fight.
I mean, he always has his sleeves rolled up.
I'm glad you caught us as well, Two Girls on a Bench.
Oh, you do need to keep podcasting.
I think they meant you as in the both of us.
No, that's O. Specifically, that came after.
But thank you to everyone that watched. King James, Two Girls on a Bench, Destiny. Thank you to everybody that watched the live stream. Thank you to all the future viewers that watch this on replay. Shawn, it's been a wonderful 10 months working for you. Almost 2 years working together in general at work. You helped me get through some tough times. I was going through a rough patch with depression and shit. And you came along and you became one of my best friends over the last 2 years. And I'm really, really sad that you're moving away because I am going to I'm going to miss you. You have become like a brother to me. And it sucks. And I hope you one day find your way back to Toronto.
Oh, I will.
Because I don't want to be in a podcasting world without Shawn.
I mean, you obviously have the skills to do this without me. I know this.
I have the skills, but do I have the desire? You've been a tremendous co-host. You've been there when I've needed you. You've helped pick me up when I've been feeling down.
You have made this city feel like home for me.
I really hate the fact that you're moving back to Saskatchewan. It's breaking my heart.
I'm sorry, man.
It's you better be back here within the next 6 months. You better decide, fuck Saskatchewan. I hate it there. I want to come back to Toronto.
Well,
I want to be around Ocho. I need to see Andrew. I need to see the people at Brass Taps.
You guys better be ready for our Christmas extravaganza when Shawn is definitely going to be back.
I mean, if you have time.
100% Shawn's going to be back either December or January. One of the two.
I would love to continue Drunk Discussions with Shawn. I don't know if it's going to be possible with work schedules and time zone differences. Plus, it's going to be a totally different atmosphere, not recording in a bar. But you've been a mensch. You have been a mensch, and I love you dearly. You, like I said, you've been like a little brother to me for the last 2 years. No. We're not doing handshakes. I love you more than words can ever tell you, but you're going to be missed, not just by me. You're going to be missed by a lot of people. So thank you for everything.
You need to stop now because I'm going to freaking break down on stream, and that's not okay.
It is what it is. It's from the heart. If you cry, you cry. It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's okay.
It's
okay. It's okay. And you've been tremendous.
Thank you, man.
All right. And that is going to wrap it up for Drunk Discussions. Shawn will be back in 6 months when he decides Saskatchewan is a shithole and he wants to come back to Toronto. And I will maybe open him up, welcome him back with open arms. Who knows? Maybe I'll found a new co-host and I'll just kick him in the balls instead.
To be fair, just ask Andrew. Andrew will probably help you kick me in the balls.
I think there's a list of people with numbers waiting to kick you in the balls.
I've made a lot of enemies in this place. I've made a lot of enemies back home too. So
You've made a lot of friends. You've been tremendous. You're one of the best people that I've ever met, and
Absolutely not.
I mean that from the bottom of my heart. All right, that's going to do it for Drunk Discussions, guys. Like I said, I'm going to New York for a vacation in September. Once I get back, I will decide the future of the Drunk Discussions podcast. In the meantime, if you want to keep supporting us, go back and listen to our old episodes on Stitcher, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Chorus, and especially on Podbean, drunkdiscussions.podbean.com. And buy a shirt because now they're collector's items. Shop.spreadshirt.com/drunk discussions, or go to wehavemerch.com and look for Drunk Discussions on Podcasters Row. All right. Thank you, everybody, for listening. And hopefully we will see you in the future. We will see what things hold. Bye-bye.